So,
woo! And we doing it live. We are doing it live, man. The GRG podcast episode 52 is in effect. And also, what's really special is that we have kicked off our Patreon. It is finally here. And this is the setup to a whole bunch of other things that's coming for this channel and for all of us as well. The sports podcast will be coming. We will be getting ready to get on iTunes and Skype here in the future. So yeah, GRG is coming in full effect. So get ready for that. And also for our promotion, if the first 20 people that joins our Patreon, we have some special items for you guys. In the list, it should be, once you get to the GRG Patreon, it will be God of War will be, when you get your name in the raffle, God of War will be one of the games. Yes, I said I'm giving a God of War out. That's pretty crazy. Also, if you don't want God of War like me, you can go ahead and get a year of Xbox Live, or you can get a year of PSN, or you can get 6 months of Game Pass. So you go ahead, and that first 20, we'll go ahead and put your name in the raffle. If you guys go ahead and show us love, we're going to show you love back. This is how this works. So let's go ahead and get to our illustrious panel. And also, we'll be giving some giveaways tonight. So get ready for that. We'll go ahead and I'll post that up on social media. So everybody, man, put that on social media, and let's get this party rolling. So let's get to the illustrious panel. First off, we're going to start off with Delilah HD. What's going on with you? What's
going on, everybody? Happy to be here tonight. Looking forward to talk about these games. Anybody playing that Far Cry 5? I got my download going right now. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, cool. And then we move on to Lady Infamous. What's going on with you, girl? What's been happening?
Hey everybody, this is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGaming.com. And I'm telling you, man, I can't wait to talk about Far Cry 5 right now, because I forgot what Sea of Thieves was, to be honest with you.
Too soon.
Not too soon. No, it's not too soon. It's not too soon. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
All right, cool. And then we're going to move on to that bum 100. What's up with you, bro?
What's up with y'all, man? Just here sitting back, drinking on some Cavassier. Feet all up in my office. Want to play some Terraria again, but got to do GRG.
Why does your mic sound like your mic was sounding like that when we was talking?
I don't know. That's you. You got, man. That's your stuff.
No, that's you 100.
It's not me. No, that's me. It's always me.
That's you, bro. Everybody sounding clear, and then all of a sudden.
All right.
But anyway, but you sip on that Cavassier, man.
Enjoy that drink.
Sip on that brown. Anyway, then we move on to our boy that's up. He wasn't up last week. I don't know what was going on with you, bro. But look, the same situation that happened to me like 2 weeks in a row happened to you as well. So I know that you will know that feeling. So what's up with you, Triple Cup? What's been going on, bro?
Man, I know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's your boy Triple Cup Chuck. Man, right now I'm skydiving. So what y'all hearing is me coming out the sky. I'm up here, be ready. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon I'm gonna be touching the ground. I'm still gonna be up. I'm the only person that that be laying on the ground and still be up. Let's go.
All right, good deal. And then we move. Yeah, it got me hype. And then we got
run through a wall or something.
Yeah, we got Bloody Knuckles up in the house, man. He wasn't was you here last week?
Yeah, I was here last week.
Okay, that was the week before that you was in Tender Moments.
You're damn right.
So anyway, what's up with you, bro? What's been going on?
Not much. You know what it is? It's Bloody motherfucking Knuckles, aka the Big Dog. And I'm only willing to take the motherfucking muzzle.
Oh man, did you come in here talking like
MFs?
Yo. Nah, man. You know what it is. I'm
on 10 minutes. 10 minutes before you go left.
You calm down.
Oh my
God. Let me take one moment to shine.
Okay, go ahead.
But you know what it is, man. Just always here. I see everyone's been playing Far Cry. It's not for me, but I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. Man, I just started to go back, and I've been replaying the first Tomb Raider because I need to replay it because I'm excited for Shadow of the Tomb Raider coming out later this year. That's got me hyped right now.
Cool. All right.
Hyped out early and
yeah. Yeah. What's going on? Was that you? What?
Nah, that was me. I think that was Bone.
That was me. No, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah,
you sound much better.
Much better.
It cut on my webcam camera instead of my mic. when you went live.
Well, it sounded like you were sitting on your mic. So anyway, so let's get on to it. All right, so let's get on to these topics, man. 108 Dragons, he said he had a bunion problem tonight, so I don't know if he could be here. And then, the Kaleidoscope, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe he got caught by one of Trump's people. I have no idea. So anyway, big shout out to him.
He's swimming for a good signal. That's what it is.
And this will be maybe the first night because before we get started, I've got to give a big congratulations to our boy Livewire, man, having his baby girl, man, having his first child, man. So congratulations. That's why he's not on tonight.
He's on maternity leave.
Right, yeah, he's on maternity leave, and last night when he snuck on Xbox, he was talking about this baby's shitting everywhere. What's going on? I said, welcome to fatherhood, bro. Welcome to fatherhood. That's what they do. And then they'll shit on you, and then they'll smile at you, and then you love them more until they get old and you want their ass dead. Anyway, let's get on to it, man. All right, so let's get the first topic, man. Let's get to some that's pretty nice and stable, which is, speaking of stable, is the frame rates on that Far Cry 5 on that Xbox One X, native 4K, and the hype of Far Cry 5 has been pretty much stellar. A lot of people have came down and said that it's not what they expected to be, but then in the beginning, everybody was all in love with it. So I want to go to Delilah. Well, have you played it yet? Have anybody played it yet?
My download is going on right now.
I played it. I got it.
I haven't really got. You might want to move to someone else because I haven't got into it.
Okay. All right. Cool. So what's up with you, Infamous? What do you think about this Far Cry 5?
Man, what I tell you, I'm a sucker for a good story. It doesn't matter about the gameplay. It doesn't matter about the maps. It's about the story. And what hooked me to Far Cry 5 is the story. If y'all don't know, it's about a cult, quote unquote, and with the father, and you are an agent, and you can, do the same shit. Don't get me wrong. You do the same stuff that you do in all the other Far Cries. Liberate outposts, rescue hostages, grab herbs, hunt animals, and also you have to do the side missions. But what they did completely different here was a few things which I really enjoyed. One, it's different in the sense that it's not a carbon copy of Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 3, which I enjoyed Far Cry 3, but Far Cry 4 was a
letdown.
A letdown, correct. Mm-hmm. And Primal, I wasn't gonna spend $60 to read the subtitles in that game, so I didn't completely skip Primal. The map layout. The new map layout is amazing. It's like it breaks off into sections of who you need to like conquer or overrun or take over, and they got features. They got custom character customization. They're not the best, but at least they got it there. Also, it's I think the first time that has campaign co-op, which is great.
How many
friends
on co-op?
6 altogether, including yourself.
Stop playing.
Oh, 6? What?
Including yourself.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
But the problem is with that is that if you have somebody in your squad that's already higher progression than you in the game, and you jump in their stuff, you won't progress because they already did. So your best form of strategy is have the higher level people join into your lower level games. You can help your friends progress faster. It'll be a breeze for everybody else. It looks gorgeous. I got a fat baby and it looked gorgeous. The frames didn't drop on me not once at all when I was playing this game. So I'm glad I bought this day one. So, and they got arcade mode and they got a zombie mode and they got live events.
All right. That's enough.
She just sold me because I just bought it right now. I just bought it. I wasn't supposed to buy no games for next month. I just bought it. Just bought it. I'm on Xbox.com. Just bought it.
So,
nice.
So I'm satisfied with my $60 purchase of Far Cry 5. I don't know about the DLCs. You got to work me in with that. But as far as the initial $60 purchase, I enjoyed it.
Cool. All right.
That was a little overview, man.
That was pretty. You was studying for that.
No, I'm a gamer.
Oh shit! Shot fired.
All right, we'll just go over here to
Hey, say K-Mega, I got a quick announcement.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I have landed. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, y'all hear me? Do I sound a lot better now?
Yeah, you sound great.
You sound great.
Great. All right, cool. So, all right, Triple Cup, what do you think about Far Cry 5? Have you got a chance to play it yet?
Now, hey, I haven't played it yet, but just hear me out for a second. Look, check this out. When I first seen Far Cry 5 and the controversy that was going on, I like, okay, y'all got my interest. And on top of that, it's like the genius of it because controversy sells. And what better way than drop it right here in a controversy that's gonna hit right in America's heart? Well, people gonna talk about this game, even if it was a regular Far Cry game. People would overlook like, okay, it's Far Cry 5, like Assassin's Creed. You know, when Assassin's Creed come out, you just be like, oh, Assassin's Creed. I mean, you like the game, you get the game. You don't like the game, you don't get the game. But with this one here, it made people that don't even play Far Cry say, I might want to check this out. Then they started hearing it just because of the controversy. And then me, from the city where I'm from, it's like anybody could get it. It don't matter who you is, what you is, whatever you is, you can get it. And with this here, it just gives me that feeling of like anybody can get it, like how South Park do. Anybody can get about anything. And when they do stuff like that, I really respect it because of the fact of you don't find too many people that feel like, okay, I'm not holding no punches back, and whatever I say, this how it is, because I can go in any direction that I want to. So it got my interest. But see, me, I like story-driven games, but I don't have to play those on day one because if I play that game today or if I play it tomorrow, the story remains the same. I'm gonna get the same experience. So I could kind of like wait, especially with Sea of Thieves right now, and that's a magnificent masterpiece. That's like a Mona Lisa around here.
Oh, you said Sea of Thieves?
Hell yeah. I don't know what Infamous was talking about, but man, you can't get pulled out that game. Man, think about it. That game.
Look. You are entitled to your own opinion. If you feel like Sea of Thieves is more entertaining to you than Far Cry 5, I can respect that.
No. I ain't say it was more entertaining. I'm just saying don't say they both equally. I just said I can't get pulled off of it right now.
Okay, that's your
it is definitely an addictive game. It is
addictive game, but Far Cry 5 have more content.
Yeah, and that's understandable, but I like this game because I'm an ARC player, and I know what I see is this. They give you the foundation first, and that's what we got right now. And then they build on it. You know what I'm saying? This is a game you gotta have patience for. It's for the long haul. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I understand that, but for Ubisoft, they did that for Ubisoft. Let's keep it real.
Okay.
For Ubisoft,
yeah,
they did a good job with this title,
right?
And they getting good reviews. So
they did a great job with Assassin's Creed Origins too. I mean,
yeah.
They've been on their bag right now, man. I mean,
between Assassin's Creed and Rainbow Six Siege,
know what it is? They starting to get better now because they were starting to get mentioned with the EAs and the Activision. They're like, oh no, we got to get out this count.
Well, I mean, at the same time, when it comes to Ubisoft, is that they had that issue is that a lot of the stuff that they first put out were broken. They've done that for the past, 3-4 years, but they've been slowly investing in a lot of those games and improving them. We saw it with The Division, especially Rainbow Six Siege, because that game was heavily criticized when it first launched. And now look at it, 2-3 years later?
It's awesome.
Right. It's awesome, and it's top of the competitive scene. It's one of the biggest competitive games out there.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Patience is a virtue. And we seen it right there. That's in the pudding.
Yeah, and they even did it with For Honor. For Honor has turned around massively since it first launched. And I like that game.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead, Knuckles, since you was over there starting. So what do you think about Far Cry 5?
Well, with what I've seen and what everyone's talking about it, I'm glad that it's for them. I know I've heard the story. It is definitely interesting. The one thing I've been hearing from everyone and from what I've seen is that what's his name, Joseph Seed, the father or other, the main villain.
No spoilers now.
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying. I was trying to make sure I had the correct name, but he's one of everyone loves the villain. He's
love him.
He's eccentric like all the other villains, and he's very well done. It's up there with how they did Vaughn and Min in the past ones. I never could get into the gameplay, but because it kind of fell into that same old thing and gameplay loop that happened since Far Cry 3. But I'm glad that people are enjoying it. The characters are great. I've seen a lot. It's cool that you can get all these different animals as pets, is what people have been talking about. It looks great. Definitely, if it's your kind of game, definitely go for it. Me personally, I didn't like Far Cry. The only one I liked was Blood Dragon. But for everyone else who's playing it, I'm glad that it's what they want. That's always where it comes down to.
Now, they do have DLC that's kind of reminiscent of Blood Dragon. I think it's something arcade or whatever. That I can't wait to jump on that.
Yeah, and I think what they're doing with the DLC on this one is definitely unique, and it kind of reminds me of what they did with the DLC in Wolfenstein 2, where they're different characters, different settings, different sense and feel, still the same game but completely out there, because that one followed like 3 other big American heroes and in the Wolfenstein universe. This one's going all over the place. There's one in Vietnam, there's one in Mars, there's one dealing with zombies. That's cool. I think that's a very unique thing that they did with their DLC, instead of just adding always story. I think it's going to give a much different feel for how the game plays, and I think that's a great thing that they're trying with that.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, what about you, 100? I know you just bought it. So what's your thoughts about it? I mean, I think Infamous sold it for you.
Yeah, but I watched gameplay about it. I watched a little, the first couple of minutes of it. And like I said, I'm addicted to games. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm addicted to women.
No,
That's my problem.
Here we go.
But no,
you forgot another one, man. Alcohol. Like, I mean, come on.
That to do what I was gonna. Hey, I fall asleep in my chair. But
no.
But
Facts.
Yeah. Delilah with
these I'm at home
with that DLC shade. Go ahead.
Man, so, but my thing is, I play Far Cry. Like Far Cry 3 is my favorite one because that villain was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But this one it's more open world. It's like before Far Cry is you have to go open up a tower, open up a new map. All of it's opened up now. That's the difference. It's all opened up. So I'm like, okay. I actually got a little guide I'm gonna try to do tomorrow because I ain't gonna play Far Cry until tomorrow. So got a little guide where they say go get the dog first. The dog can help you out and stuff like that. It's so much that you can do,
Oh man, see.
But Far Cry is cool. I mean, I like, man, I love my first person shooters. That's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
But it's everybody that played it was like amazed. Like, man, I hate being in a party and I can't. But you can play co-op. That's the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to cut lady and play co-op. Yeah, I want to play that.
Yeah, I definitely want to play that.
I want to play it co-op and see how people talk. We negotiate in the party. Hey, you gonna snipe him? You gonna do this? Because I'm not a sniper, but you know what I'm saying, I might be, an assault rifle person. Like, we're gonna sneak up on him, do this and this, that. To me, that's cool. You never got that in a Far Cry game before. So it's bringing in, the co-op aspect of it. And to me, that can sell me. That can sell anybody. Because you know what I'm saying? It's what's wrong with playing with friends? Why Sea of Thieves so popular? Because you can play with friends. Nothing wrong with playing with friends.
Okay, all right. So, last but not least, Delilah, I know that you haven't played it yet, but you do have it. It's downloading. So,
my download just finished.
Okay, all right.
Damn, that was fast.
Man, she's
Hey,
what a new name is, man?
I'm downloading it right now. I don't know, and I'm like,
what's a new name?
Hey, Delilah, Bioware. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's UHD, bro.
900 up, 900 down. Come on.
950 up now.
And that's with a bad signal.
She said 950. Correction.
No.
God. Anyway,
Delilah's gonna be the spokeswoman for fiber optic, man. That's what it is.
All jokes aside, though, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, especially after hearing Lady's eloquent description of like the features in the game. I can't wait. I'm excited. So,
you gonna hop on tonight?
Absolutely. As soon as we done with this, we gaming.
Okay, good.
I might be down for that. I might be down for that. I got to sell the ship though.
But make it, you can't shoot.
What?
You can't shoot.
What is shooting? Talk about selling the boat.
No, you said you're gonna jump on Far Cry 5. You can't shoot.
What you mean I can't shoot? I should kill you all the time. I can shoot.
You can't shoot Halo.
Hey, I got to. That's why
he say you aim off.
Come on, bro. Listen to this. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. You know what? So I'm gonna help 100 out.
Y'all hear me?
Oh man, you coming?
Hey, what's good, Dragon?
What's up, man?
I've been in here. I've been listening to all this nonsense, and y'all ain't even greet me.
You ain't been in here.
I've been in here since Knuckles was talking. Matter of fact, I came in with triple cup truck was talking.
This man sound like an old ass man. God damn it, I want my respect. You
Yo, look,
motherfuckers.
Goddamn right. I'm out here at my club working this street, and I'm still got my PC.
You said you work in the street. What you work?
Oh man,
listen, I'm dedicated. I love this game and shit.
I know that's right. Anyway, okay, 108 Dragons. Well, Delilah was pretty much almost done, I think, right?
Yeah, I was done.
Okay, all right, cool. So go ahead, man. Greet yourself, man. Tell everybody what's up, what you've been up to, and talk to us about Far Cry 5.
First of all, pardon my tardiness. I'm multitasking right now. I'm at my place of business trying to, do a little bit of both, but
telling that ass.
Far Cry facts. I'm about to post it on on Twitter right now. But let me say something. Far Cry 5, for those people who's not in on it, yo, it's amazing. First of all, as soon as you start the game, shit hit the fan. Hell goes crazy, man. Go get that game. That's all I'm gonna say. All the Far Cries were solid, but this one and the last one with 4 with the 2 bosses, this boss dude it's like going after Charles Manson, man. It's crazy. His people sacrificing themselves for helicopters. Yo, it's crazy. I love the game, man. I love it. And I never beat no Far Cries because they too goddamn open world, but I think I'm going to do it with this one. I think it's going to happen.
Word. Yeah, cool. All right. Now for me, I got it, man. I got hooked up for it. I really appreciate it. Biggie, man, that was really special of you for hooking me up with the title. And I played the very beginning of it. And like Lemon is not lying. Like it's beautiful for one. And also, the fact that if you got the Xbox One X, man, you get to play that game in 4K native. That's ridiculous with stable frame rates. That just shows the power of the X, of course. But it's like that. The beginning was just wow. Like I knew when you coming out here you on a helicopter and you over here in the scene. And
I gotta mute the mic.
No. I'm
serious about it.
It's the very beginning of the game.
Oh no.
Very beginning. But anyway, you see just the power that this dude has. Like he is on the level of like some Jim Jones type of stuff. If anybody ever want to read about Jim Jones,
you spoiler ripping.
My boy tell me about Jim Jones all the time. Like Jim Jones had people kill themselves and they had Nikes on.
Yeah, man. Like if you never heard of Jim Jones, man, there was a movie about it, but this dude was in the 70s, man. Like my grandparents and my mom and them was scared as hell. Like that was the era when Charles Manson and them was around, man. So like if people started locking doors and closing windows and shit in that era, but
and counting guns.
Yeah, for real. So like with Jim Jones, man, it was he was a cult leader. He took people, the feds was coming after him, and so he took his people. He told his people to follow him to a island. You know what I'm saying? To an island, to a remote island, and man, and then the rest of it, like the dude, he just had people kill themselves, man.
I think they have a documentary on it.
Yeah. It's really crazy. So yeah,
man, the history lesson everybody knew about Jim Jones.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, so this dude is on that same type of wavelength, and so I can't wait to actually get dug into this game myself. So yeah, man, that's all I want to say on that.
We don't want to kill Charles Manson. That's what the dude is. I said it from day one I saw the game. He's a Charles Manson type dude. So you should be more motivated to go after a psycho leader.
Motivated.
He is crazy.
Absolutely.
Hey, y'all seen what they were saying on when they was doing the things? They want to get the game pulled and stuff like that, and the ways they need to change the game. They were saying, well, they need to make the villain more relatable. They need to change the backstory. They need to move it to Canada. I was hearing all types of stuff like why it had to be Christianity. They have a whole bunch of stuff about this game that people talking about, and it just back to back. You just seeing crazy stuff.
Like art, like everything else. Like that's the part I don't understand. Like everybody else, like you can have different movies with different concepts and death, and them murdering kids and stuff like that. But you can't have games with this stuff.
Hey, Delilah, but think about it. Like, hey, Delilah, think about this here. What game one game? What? Just one single game that everybody went talking shit about. Not let me rephrase that. Not everybody, a lot of people. You got the trolls. What name one game they haven't talked shit about?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
so true. I stated this before, and I'm going to stand by this. Is that I want to give the developers for Far Cry 5 a lot of respect because they didn't back down with what they wanted to do with this game. I'm glad it's in America. I'm glad they're hitting a very big topic like this, and they're not letting the political stand and everything that people want to bash on it get bent out of shape for. Because one, it's been done before. I don't know why they're just getting worked up about it now. I mean, fuck, if you go back even like what 10 years, maybe 8. Look at the Ezio trilogy in Assassin's Creed. They went and took on the Vatican, right? The Catholics, and killed the goddamn Pope. Like, why was no one making a big deal about that?
Hey, Mafia 3?
Yeah, Mafia 3 is all about that Jim Crow, man. But this right here is what's getting everyone worked up. No, I give them a lot of respect.
There were people that was worked up on Mafia 3. There were people that were actually saying that they didn't want to play it. Just because of the fact that they didn't want to be reminded of that era. Man, and I'm like, that's why you shouldn't play it.
That's
like, crazy. Yeah, it was like, come on.
That's present right here.
Exactly. It is. And
we gotta realize back in the days when they were spreading being a Catholic and a Christian, what was they doing to the people in England? They was beheading towns if you didn't convert.
Yep.
So how can you not remember the history and be mad because they made a game about it? And I'm gonna drop a gem on y'all. Amazon got a video on this video game. It's called Far Cry Enter Eden's Gate. Go watch that. 30 minutes. Drop the gem on y'all. It's dope.
Cool. I know exactly the video. I haven't watched it, but yeah,
dope.
But it's one of those things is that they didn't back down, and that's where they deserve the praise because they didn't make any changes. They knew what they were going to get into, especially look at what happened with Machine Gun Games with the release of Wolfenstein 2, how they were saying, that they were going to stir up the hornet's nest because they're killing Nazis. And they're like, are you talking about like Trump's Nazis? Like, no, actual Nazis. Like, why is everyone getting mad? It's like, fuck those guys because they're fucking Nazis. It was an ideology that was one of those things. They didn't back down from it. These didn't either. That's the way it should be. Like what happened with Patriots? Exactly, it is, right. And games are at a point where they could tell those mature and controversial stories, just like movies and books did way back in the day. Why is this any different? They need to tell these stories because of the fact that it gives into it and reminds you that this is the kind of shit that still happens. Like with what happened with Patriots with Rainbow Six before it became Siege. I wish they didn't cancel that and back down from it. They should have gone on with that because that had a lot of topics and things that are happening this day.
Homemade terrorism, yeah,
exactly.
So, yeah, but look, it goes with all different types of games. That's just in movies. Like, I mean, for instance, if you can bring out Roots, if you can bring out 12 Years a Slave or Gangs of New York or even Scarface, even like the fact of it is that you can. Games are ultra realistic now to where they have directors. I mean, just look what kind of production that you see with God of War and with Quantum Break and just other big titles that we've been seeing this generation, and they've been had big time actors. They've been had like great directors and great writing. So again, it bring out the creativity. It's art. If you're not interested in that, if you don't want to see it, then just stay away. Doesn't mean that you have to have everything be a kumbaya moment and let's just play games and just enjoy it. I think people should all be immersed in any type of genre. There's a game that's coming out that I seen that was called Agony. That game, I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but if you
that's the game you be in hell.
Yeah,
that was the realist. That was and see, that's what I'm saying. For me, it almost no. If you see that game, it's not only beautiful, but it's really, really bad. Like, I mean,
it's way too much.
You in hell, you come up, and like there's demons, there's like half naked things. There's like it is so crazy. Like who would have thought of doing
the game?
Yeah.
The games. I think the game literally is like you play this game, you like pretty much sold your soul. So
I mean, yeah, if you're a highly religious person,
I say too much
playing Agony. But as a person for me that likes people that like to play some games that could go over the edge a little bit,
man, you gonna agree to the terms of use?
Well, I'm just saying. Well, it's almost feeling like it's like. opened up a Ouija board or something, but the damn game looks crazy. Like what was this dude or these people thinking on writing that game? But go check that out. Right. It's called Agony. But anyway,
it might be too much. I'm
some games are too much. No. Trust me. Check that game.
The term to use is to sell your soul to play.
Let's not forget Dante's Inferno brought it there too.
Yep, Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno took it there.
But I don't think it got no agony. Came with somebody's way.
To wooden demon ships with barbed wire.
That ain't shit for what you see in Agony, bro. Agony is like on another level when it comes to Satanism. It's like it was made by a Satan worshiper. I swear. Like what I'm looking at, like what the fuck am I looking at? This game is beautiful and evil and crazy at the same fucking time. It's crazy, but anyway,
for real, man.
Yeah.
It's a perfect game if you like that.
Look, okay. So anyway, Infamous. Do you want to talk about Todd Howard and about why he wouldn't tell his son, even about?
That's a savage, man. I can tell my son nothing.
Okay, well, go ahead, talk about it, because I read a little bit of it, but
Todd is tight lips about the new Elder Scrolls 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this article states that he's not even telling his flesh and blood kid son about any information about the game.
How old is his son though? How old is his son? We know.
Teenager.
I think he was like 10 or 11.
Yeah, he's a little teenager. Yeah.
So
I won't tell his last either.
Yeah, because
he get me fired and make me lose my money.
Teenager. But yeah, his son's been asking him. Yeah, so I thought it was kind of cute, but that's basically. I think that's basically an indication that we're going to be seeing a new Elder Scrolls.
It's going to be fire, man. I can't wait.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've known there's going to be new Elder Scrolls.
And but knowing that Todd Howard ain't divulging no information to his son.
No, what if they announce it and release it like this year? Because they did that with what's it, Fallout
4.
Yeah,
they announced it and released it like within what was it, like 4 or 5 months?
Yeah,
because remember Microsoft has taken Bethesda's way about things. A lot of people didn't like it, but everybody loved it with Bethesda. But go ahead.
I'm a fan of Bethesda, so I wish that I see how we can see something this year. A small little teaser maybe at E3, maybe hopefully. But I'm not expecting to be released anytime soon. But I like to be teased, so tease me with something.
This is pure speculation. Do you think they would compete with Red Dead though? Like
absolutely.
Yeah, they can do it. They can do it.
Two different genres.
They'll survive, but they shouldn't do it.
No, but I think we gotta think here is that Elder Scrolls is probably one of the biggest juggernauts that can actually compete with Red Dead, because Elder Scrolls is one of those things that have a hugely dedicated fan base. That would absolutely do. I mean, look at how many times they bought through Skyrim and all that stuff. Like it would be the one game that could compete going up against Rockstar.
Yep.
Why would you?
Check this out.
Because Elder Scrolls is that game, man.
It's that game.
It's that game, bro.
If you was a developer, would you have that point to prove? Would you want to prove that point?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know.
Why? If you can move your game a month back and make double the money,
that's no. That game is still going to sell. That game is still going to sell.
I mean, it's still going to sell.
It's just like CD Projekt Red. They got enough clout now to put anything up against Rockstar. And so does Bethesda with Elder Scrolls. They have.
You think it can go up against GTA 6? What about that one?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it'll survive, but I don't think it should even go nowhere near. Nothing should go nowhere near that game.
No.
I don't care if it's Mario or
Zelda. You talking about Red Dead? That's a damn prequel. I ain't buying that shit. I know what happened to John Morrison already. I'm gonna get those words before I get that.
Hold on,
man. I already know. I'll put it this way. I love my Halo series. One of the games that I played, but I knew I was gonna die was Halo Reach.
Would you stop telling that story? Because maybe there's people that hasn't played Reach.
No, you go reach. Sorry, spoiler, non-council. Your ass will die.
But
how you gonna die?
Okay, all right.
We know what John Morrison gonna do. We know what John Morrison. What happened to John Morrison?
We ain't talking about John. We're talking about Rockstar against going against.
I will buy that game. I will buy that game before I go buy Red Dead. I don't think people have.
What about GT6?
GT6 ain't coming out no time soon.
Man,
hold on. You gotta GT series is not a game people run from in terms of sales because it has a huge amount of longevity sales. Huge. So nobody really thinks that game is going to shut down their game. So people still release their game because it sells. It's the third or the fourth top selling game in the history of all time. They have longevity sales. It ain't like when Call of Duty come out, people just buy Call of Duty, or when Halo come out. It doesn't do that to everybody. It has longevity sales, so it just doesn't shut down the market like that. It doesn't.
See, a lot of people will turn tails because we already seen a lot of delays at the time, but these are from games that have already been shaky, and if they're gonna come out against something like that, then yeah, they're gonna push it back. This is a game that's already been this is exactly. This is an established game franchise that has as much history as GTA does. So these two,
they're not gonna run from that, right?
Yeah, no, these two will absolutely go head to head on this. Anyone else, like with the Anthem's delay and every other major thing, possibly how Call of Duty got moved up or Battlefield's getting moved up and stuff coming out before. Because they know that they're not going to be able to deal with the sales that's going to put out immediately. Because you got to remember, GTA 5 did what was it, $1 billion in a day on sales globally?
Yeah.
And now it's at what, 90 million copies sold, almost 100 million.
Somebody remind me, what was that day we had last year that had 3 big games within 3 days? It was Mario, it was something else, and something else. It was a great week last year. Did anybody not go out and buy any 3 of those games?
Nope. Tomb Raider. Hey, that's what happened to Tomb Raider.
No, that wasn't
Tomb Raider though. Look at Tomb Raider.
Last year. You saw last year.
Yeah, but
this was last year.
It happened to Tomb Raider though.
No,
but I'm saying
Tomb Raider put themselves in a bad position by coming out in December when they should have came out in
October.
Yeah, in October.
Because they came out at the same time as.
No, they did not. They came out in December when Siege came out. Siege came out at the same time.
Yep.
And Siege didn't sell well at all. December is that month where everybody's already spent their money.
Siege didn't sell well because it was trash at launch.
The one that came out with Fallout.
5 million now.
yeah.
That's a different monster.
Oh, actually, no.
Like
Rise of the Tomb Raider
came out with Fallout.
No, Tomb Raider came out for November.
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider came out November 10th.
Yeah, they came out with Fallout. It had the same situation.
I thought it came out. I thought it came out.
No, it came out the exact same day as Fallout.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but see, look, this is the thing about it. What I was saying is, I mean, I'm not negating what y'all saying. Both of the game are juggernauts, but my thing is saying why come out at the same time. I mean, it don't. Just think about it. If you come out a month before a month,
window small in the holiday season. Ain't too many weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, between big titles. It's not too many weeks, man.
And you know what? That brings up a good conversation point that
good point.
That's
good
about
point. Good point.
Is that a lot of people are just like, why do game releases always come out at the same time? You know, we saw it with the big, holiday season from like basically end of September all the way to the beginning of December. That's when every major game release was coming out.
Yeah, holiday season.
Yeah,
that's why dudes got to pick a system because they can't go multiple systems because they break in the bank.
Yeah,
that's why they.
But I think that's what he was saying is why all release at the same window when we can extend it out so that way.
Because they make that's the most time they make.
Holiday season is the biggest season in the world. It's Christmas.
Yeah,
everybody.
Right. But look at
adults and kids.
But look at some of the postseason stuff. Look at how well.
Income tax.
That's rare though. That's rare. That's rare.
Income season.
Man,
too.
It is true, but I'm saying that if they put out at a good time when there's less competition, it's something that does.
That's what Sony tries to do with their first parties.
Yeah, but y'all use that income tax thing. Nobody using that income tax check to pay buy no video games. I'm gonna go buy
you crazy. Man, people buy with it. When you got income tax money in your pocket, you say, "Oh, let me get that." That'd be the first thing on your mind. Let me get that.
But in the holiday season and Christmas, I'm not gonna be left out when all my friends is playing Call of Duty, and I gotta wait till taxes. It's not happening.
Yeah,
holiday
Call it you got Cyber Monday.
A whole different Call of Duty
Christmas.
A whole different time though.
Come on.
I'm just talking about in general, K-Mega, not just Call of Duty. I'm talking about a holiday game. Nobody want to walk in the holiday and be like, well, I gotta wait till my mom's get her taxes in February. Nobody want to hear that.
Who cares what they want to hear if their parents ain't got that money until they
true. But the big shopping season is the holiday. It's not tax time.
Nobody didn't say that, but
yeah, I just said that's the second one. I would say you got the second option.
Yes.
If you look at the growth of console sales and in games, especially when you look at what Sony, that's why Sony was smart for putting their exclusives in the first part of the year around tax time.
That's why they do it. That's right.
That's why they do it. That's why we were saying that Xbox should be doing the same thing, because Sony also has those marketing deals and where they don't want to try to compete with their own money. So
they did that this year and got ridiculed for pushing games into spring.
Well, I go there.
Let's not forget.
I get that, but their games would get, but some of their games would get crushed. I mean, there's only a few games that could take on some of these the holiday season games. It's just a fact.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying, God of War could hold its own. Uncharted could hold its own.
God of War can't hold its own in no holiday season. It's not.
You don't think it could?
Look at the history. I want anybody in the chat, please listen. The history of the sales. They ain't competing with the games we talking about.
Yeah. See, as much as people want to say something about Halo always comes out around the big boys. So it holds its own. And that's Forza can hold its own because it's a different
Halo, a big boy itself.
Because it's Forza can hold its own because it's a different genre.
That's right. That's right.
That's the only reason the Forza. Well, not so much for Forza the motorsports, but for Horizon, that can hold its own with the big boys, because that's what I'm saying. So
why don't they Forza Motorsport can't hold its own?
I'm about to say both of them.
But no, Horizon has taken that plateau of being the big boy between the Forzas. I you know what I'm saying, how I love Forza 7. I'm just saying, realistically, those games,
that's the bigger game.
That's the bigger game. People are more into arcade racers. You know what I'm saying? That's why Need for Speed was so successful for so many years, and now Need for Speed is a shell of
number one racing game of all time is Need for Speed. Number 2 is Gran Turismo. Number 3 is Forza. That's the stack. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
all time. Need for Speed is number 1.
Yeah. So the thing of it is, though, is Elder Scrolls can hold its own. I don't know. Elder Scrolls can hold its own against Red Dead. No problem. No problem. It's that game, Jack. It's that game.
But it's another game that has longevity. It's not a jump in, jump out game. It has a ton of extended life.
That's Witcher status.
Right.
360 hours plus. Yeah. So Anyway, but okay, all right. That was a good topic, Infamous. That was all right. You know what I'm saying? See how I do things. You know what I'm saying? I just
pass.
But to end it all, man, it is a good point. Is that very few games can go up against other really big established titles in a short time frame like that. Like, that's why I'm glad we're starting to see steady streams across all seasons right now. Like, we've seen it here in the spring with Dragon Ball Fighters, with Monster Hunter, with CFT. We got God of War next month. Right after that, we have State of Decay. You know, we just need to start seeing stuff in the summer, and then it'll be a good time all year round.
Summer is going to be really hard because a lot of people are.
Summer's hard, but it's also really the best time, especially if you want to get games that can help pull in a lot of the younger.
But you can't really promote in the summertime. See, that's the biggest problem. Think about it. On the summertime, most of the TV shows are reruns. People not watching TV like they do. They be out and about. And if you get in the house playing, you don't have time to promote it.
People are mostly outside looking at something. So I mean, you know what I'm saying, people are out there looking, trying to be looked and noticed, and other people are looking and watching. So I mean, it's summer is just a whole different animal. But anyway, man, good topic. Let's get on to the next one, and that will be about it was something that we were supposed to bring up last week, and that was and before I had that infamous Windows shutdown, which was that was crazy.
I told him last 2 weeks how to do it.
Okay, anyway, we good now. We good now. We won't be getting shut. The Windows won't be shutting me down tonight. Anyway, so Dragon Age 4 got delayed, and it was internally due to BioWare's reconstructing. You know what I'm saying? So the question I have to the panel is this a bad sign for things to come with EA? And remember, one of the head guys that was making the game for Dragon Age, he left. He bolted. He said it was the right time. I can't think of his name because I had his name down for last week and I cannot find that note. But he was saying it was the perfect time. He says I'm pretty sure it's in capable hands. There's still some people there that worked on the previous Dragon Age, but he bailed out. And let's not forget about what happened with Andromeda. You know what's happening with hockey, and you know how they reconstructed and moved people around, and then took them over to UFC. You see the Visceral is gone. What in the hell is going on with EA, and especially with one of their powerhouses, BioWare? I'm gonna go to you first, Infamous.
Well, I don't think they're in trouble. I just think it's an audible on the play. As far as Dragon Age 4 is concerned, it is a popular title, not as popular as AKA the Elder Scrolls, but they have a good following. I just think that they're just nipping people in the bud that ain't putting in work for Dragon Age 4 and just adjusting people around. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's a thing that needs to be done, not in just the gaming industry, but anything. If there's certain things that's making your game to be made more difficult, then you're going to have to adjust yourself and your team to make sure that that game is up to their full potential. Because if I'm the boss and I'm looking at the roster of these games and I'm saying Dragon Age 4 is slacking, I need to know what is holding them back, what we need to adjust, and what can we make it better. Personally, I got Inquisition somewhere, and I got a physical copy. It's a good game. It has great potential. But like I said, I don't consider this a bad thing. I just consider this a smart business move.
Nice. Okay. All right. What about you, Delilah?
I agree. I mean, I think it's just them doing business things. I mean, it's unfortunate as we hear from gamers that these things happen, but it is what it is. They gotta do what they gotta do to make money. So
that's it. Quick and simple, huh?
Yep.
Okay, all right. We know what topic you want to get on. We know what you ready, bro. All right, we know what topic we want you
trying to get there.
Get there. All right, so let's go on to Knuckles. What do you think? Is this any type of bad vibes that's going on with EA, and especially what's going on with BioWare while they're doing this reconstructing?
I'm gonna put it a yes and no. One, it's yes because we've seen the trend that EA has. They buy up a lot of studios that have really great IP, and then unfortunately those studios get shut down. They keep the IPs, and then they either shuffle the talent to other studios to work on something else, or those people completely walk away and go do their own thing, or most of them don't stay in the business anymore. And it's a sad fact because we've seen it with a lot of different groups, especially with Visceral. Visceral was really great with what they did with Dead Space, and then we saw what happened with Dead Space 3 when EA would try to do a little bit too much with it, and then nothing. And then when they finally get a new project, they say no, we're done. And it's a sad fact. And right now with BioWare having to put Dragon Age on hold, that's a telling sign of what's going on, because one, it's not bad for the franchise because the franchise is going to get continued on at some point. However, it's a telling sign on what BioWare thinks has to be done is that they've stalled production on any more expansions with the older public, with their MMO for Star Wars. They're putting production on hold right now for Dragon Age. They're literally pulling all their talent in from all their studios, from Austin, there in Edmonton, and everyone else that they can have left, to put all hands on deck on Anthem, because there have been so many reports that this is going to be a real big make or break situation, because they don't want to repeat what Bungie did with the launch of Destiny. But also, if it doesn't do well, they already know that with everything else that's been happening, they're kind of in the sights of EA right now, as well as the bigger audience. So this is a really telling sign that they really do need to make this change count, because after what happened with Andromeda, everyone's looking at BioWare like, are they going to be able to last and stay relevant or not?
Okay. All right. Well said. What about you, Dragons? What is your thought on this? Okay.
Let me tell you. No. I'm here.
I said,
no. I'm here. I ain't missing nothing.
I said he got a customer. He got a customer. I was like,
Nah, listen, man. First of all, let's just go down the history. We already know EA was terrible to work for. The first thing that hurt EA was their history with the developers making these big titles. People broke out to make indies, so they kind of working on a skeleton crew anyway. Some of these games that we did love, like Mass Effect, we see that took a big hit, but they lost a lot of developers in EA. Period. All they doing is doing a restructure, which they should, because if it ain't working, you got to do some fixing. So I guess that's what they doing. They trying to do some fixing because EA been broke for a long time. So if it's going to make the next game better, that we going to purchase and don't need 500 patches and the people faces move when they talk, I'm all for it. That's what I'm talking about, because Mass Effect, that last one, that hurt my feelings.
I still enjoyed Andromeda.
I like Andromeda.
No, the game is dope, but there was some
bad writing at points. I won't deny that.
Man, there was also some bad development. You don't get that with Mass Effect, man. There was stuff happening in Mass Effect had you scratching your head, like the characters. That's a story-driven game, and the characters had no emotions. I don't usually complain, but when you playing a game and you talking to somebody and they just look like robots. You can tell somebody on the team ain't working there no more. It's just obvious. So they gotta revamp. It's better for us.
Yeah. I still enjoy the certain aspects. There was a lot of big key points that made that game really well.
The game is dope.
It's just not to the legacy of what people wanted out of it. I will not deny that fact.
When you drive a Bentley and you go back, you take it to the shop. Don't give me no Volkswagen Jetta to drive around it. That can't be the replacement car, and that's what they did. They dropped the ball. The game is dope though, but
but what the drama is, everybody wanted Shepard. Shepard dead, gone. let him die. He went out like a G. He went out.
Yeah.
Everybody's expectations was too high.
Well, the faces didn't move in conversations.
Man, I ain't caring about their damn face.
But people do. It's a dramatic game.
Yeah,
it's like having. If you had Gears of War, as dramatic as Gears of War is, if it didn't have that emotion behind those characters, the game would be corny. It's the voice acting. It's the Last of Us voice acting. It's the first 3 God of Wars. It brings you into the game. So you can't have a crowd that follows your series like that and then drop this faceless game. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Man,
that's what they did. I mean, come on.
The facial animations, yes, but a lot of
terrible.
Man, I was in a new universe.
Bad. I won't deny that. But I'm saying, like, I found the characters on the team really endearing. And I found that the voice dialogue options were so much better than how they were before, because it was always the Rogue Renegade or the Paragon Renegade. Easy. You would always tell that.
You're 100% correct, but you got to deliver the full package.
No, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that what a lot of it does right is overshadowed by what it did wrong. I'm just saying we got to look at both sides of the aspect.
Yeah, I told you, I think the game is dope. It just, it's an emotional game. You got to show it.
But now they fixed all that, but it's still not going to get up.
Yeah, but Dragon, when you had to learn that new language that we never learned, they taught us a new language without them puzzles. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go on the interweb to go find out some of them puzzles. That wasn't exciting. That didn't get you up like, how do I solve this?
Yo, those puzzles were awesome. I thought it was.
Yes, it was. But all the stuff y'all mentioned wasn't the problems with the game. Y'all all right. That's still the dope side of it.
Okay, so that was a good part of it, right there.
You guys are going left though, because I mean, y'all keep talking about Andromeda. I'm just making a point about just Bioware and the situation with Dragon Age.
Y'all got some personal vendettas.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's not my problem. That's a you problem. You had a 10-hour demo, 10-hour demo before you even pay for the game. So I don't want to hear shit about what's up with Mass Effect Andromeda when you had a 10-hour demo. Thank you. It took me less than 10 hours.
The king of Sea of Thieves has spoken.
Yes.
Yes. Lemon, we'll debate this later, bro.
Yeah. So look how disrespectful Xbot and them are. They want me to play Sea of Thieves while I'm doing the show. I'm like, man, I'm doing the show. Gave him a mean face in the middle finger. Anyway, so big shout out to Xbot 448 and Delirium Blades and them guys.
Yo, did Kaleidoscope just jump in here?
Did he?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yep.
Yeah, what's up, people? My bad.
What's
through the back door?
Ho in the bottle of rum.
What's going on, man?
Well, of course, yo ho and the bottle of rum. I was on Sea of Thieves. Okay. That's the reason I missed the tweet.
Next time you late to the show like that, you're gonna be Sea of Thieves. The ejecto seat is really high.
Oh, seat does.
He just hit you with a paw move, man. He just hit you with a paw move.
I know, right? Wow, yeah. Amazing. Yo, I heard what happened though, man. I saw the tweets from earlier.
Yeah.
Yo, crucial, man. Crucial.
Very crucial.
I mean, I'm almost tempted to do something, man, because I like snapping back.
Nah, there's nothing to snap back about anyway. But we're about to get into we're about to really get into this is going to be a two-part, because the first thing is going to be about this Xbox ban. Now, Chuck, did you even want to say anything about the whole Andromeda thing? Well, see, it wasn't about it. It was about.
You talking about shit goes left, but you want to talk about it as a moment, man.
Yeah, Andromeda was dope. I don't know what happened before I got here, but I thought Andromeda was dope.
Okay, cool.
No, but look, with the whole EA thing, I made it short and sweet. It's just growing pains. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, cool. All right, good deal. All right, so anyway, Xbox Live, right, and Skype. They are, Microsoft is not playing any games with this stuff, talking about that they're going to start banning people that's using profane, foul language.
That's me.
Anyway, so basically, there's a lot of people that's up in arms about this as well, because they think that this is an attack on freedom of speech. But basically, this has been stated that this is, like they said, profound. Like, you got to be saying some serious racial shit, homophobic shit, going into just deep detail of just showing your hate for things. Most likely, it's probably just for your little 13, 12-year-old kid that's in COD that likes to call you the N-word every time he shoots you or say you want to sleep with your mom. So regardless, this is mostly for people that's going to be on live, and like they said, on Skype. Private chats are going to be still the same, because that's not in the opening. So I want to go to 100 first and get your point on this. Are you upset with what Xbox is doing with this, or are you welcoming this?
Okay, for one is somebody misinformed. They ain't changed the Xbox Live policies like that. It's meant for it to protect them in the legal ways. We're getting recorded right now. Google is recording us right now. Now, somebody say that if I say I'm gonna go kill 108 because he ain't pay me my money on the 15th, they can go back and get a federal warrant to do it. It's to protect them. It's nothing against. You can say the MF word. You can say the universal cuss words is ass and bitch. And y'all don't know, like, universal cuss words. That's what they say on national TV. You can say get away with that, but it's not. It's no one needs to be up in arms about it. It's just for legal measures. Like, okay, they can't get sued for this, or well, we put a measure into it where we're trying to protect our, our customers. That's all it is. We ain't got to freak out about it.
Okay. Yeah, really, shit ain't gonna change. It's gonna be the same old same.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, the only thing that might change is, like, what they could do is, let's say your age group, they try to match you up with more people. Because to be honest with you, I really don't like playing with them little kids. When I'm playing Madden or Battlefield, anything, when it just be random little kids, Sea of Thieves, or them random little kids, I don't really want to play with them. So if they could kind of match, me up with older people, I'll be more happier with that, because the profanity and stuff like that, that's gonna come out of people's mouth. So they're not gonna really change that, because they can't control it, and they're not trying to control it. Who they gonna arrest? The whole world? You know what I'm saying? So that ain't nothing we got to even worry about. It's still gonna be the same thing. But if a person go overboard, they can always say he always go overboard. They can group them to a smash bucket by themselves, where they can sit there and throw up at each other all day. So you know what I'm saying? That's how they could be in, like how 100 had said. You know what I'm saying? It's legal stuff, so they have to do this type of thing. It ain't like that. Then they, pretty soon Sony gonna be doing the same thing. So get ready for it.
Ubisoft done it already. Ubisoft already done it already.
Saw somebody recently.
Oh yeah, they just put the name. Yeah. But Ubisoft has implemented this already. But they didn't do it to the cause. They didn't bring it down to the cause. And people gotta understand too, We got a me and Mega got a close friend named Tuckmaster, and he just got off the band list. What that shit say? His reputation say need help.
Mm-hmm.
So I put you in a different class. It say, and we used to laugh. I'm like, man, damn, Tuck, why you need help? You know what I'm saying? Come on, we can't take this shit serious. I mean, it's just business reasons. But everybody's going to implement this to save them on the legal way. They won't get sued. Who want to lose money?
Saying we did our part. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what about you, 108 Dragons? What are you upset about this? Are you feeling that Microsoft is infringing into your rights?
No, sir. No, sir. Listen, I got a few friends, and one of them is a teacher, and he comes online, and he sets his Xbox where he can't hear people not on his friends list because he tired of hearing what people say. That's why you got options.
Oh,
Microsoft and everybody else.
Another teacher that we know.
Oh no, we're not doing that. Nah, but you know, it's good. It's good that they cover themselves. It's good that Nintendo take the precaution to cover themselves too. Look at, they got an app with parental controls. They did the same thing, and Sony just told on somebody. That's who you gotta watch. I thought our conversations was private. They reported dude, what, he got arrested or something crazy? I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, that's a little bit extensive. But you know, I think they need to monetize some of this stuff because you got other people using Xbox Live to communicate, talking about setting people up and bombs, and you know, some stuff need to be reported. Keep us safe. It's crazy out here, but it's still good. I think it's good.
Okay, what about you, Lady Infamous? Are you feeling that your rights going to be infringed by these policies?
No,
okay.
No, because it's like this. It's the circles that you run with that becomes a problem. Okay, I make sure when I'm in a party, I know what kind of subject matter is they talking about, so I know as a person if I can be able to deal with it. Like there's plenty of times I've been in a party and it be 8, 9 people deep. I ain't got time for that. I'll leave. I don't. If it's something offensive, I'll let them. I'll be keeping real with you. I will let my friends know. I'm like, hey man, I know you feel this way, but that was a little offensive. You know what I mean? And it's up to them to change it. I don't need to go through like, oh man, I don't like what Lemon said about me. I'm finna go report that motherfucker. I can just
say me.
No, I'm just saying.
You do be wilding though, man.
I do be wilding, but I just say
you be going after her son every night.
Yo, you be going left every night,
you
bro.
go to my son every night.
Her son every night.
Shout out to my son. But for an example, like Lemon, he's an aggressive speaker and he talk about aggressive subjects. If I feel like he said something to me that was uncomfortable, I will like let him know. Like, you know, face to face, like, hey, yo, Lemon, you know, that was kind of offensive. Or I'll slide him a DM and say, hey, you said this, it was kind of offensive, it made me feel a certain way. I don't have to go to the extremes to go on Xbox and report him because how he felt. And if it's just some random person that I'm playing with, man, it's the mute button. It's the mute button. If they want to be rude and disrespectful and all that bullshit, that's why there is a mute button on there. I've been playing Call of Duty so long. You know how many times you know call me nigga, bitch, all kinds of shit, and I want to see your boobs and all that shit. I got offensive at first when I started playing Call of Duty, but as I got older, I toughened up and I was quickly to press that mute mic. I ain't got time for that shit. Now, if people feel like they
some facts for real. Oh my God.
I know.
If people feel like that they're being violated by an individual on Xbox Live, at least they have an avenue to do so. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because not everybody gonna have thick skin, and not everybody gonna be able to be strong enough to have that mute button. I don't know why, but that's just me. I'm just saying.
Next time you got that problem, call your brother Lemon in there. I'll fix all that. They'll mute the rest of us.
Yeah.
It takes no
it's always good to have like an avenue or something for a cause or for an issue when it comes to any company, not just Xbox, just companies, period.
Yeah, because
like I said, I'm grown, man. Like I said, I cannot be wasting my time with like, oh my God, you're offensive. What you're telling me is offensive. No, I can mute you. I can block you. And if I know you, I will let you know because that's the type of person I am. That's all I gotta say.
Cool. All right. Well, just for me, I think before I go to Delilah and I'll go to Kaleidoscope. To me, it's more the. I'm not worried about it. I'm mostly in the parties anyway because to me, I don't want. I went and played COD not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago. The Black Ops 2, backwards compat, and these dudes didn't say the N-word or nothing, but they were so enticed. They just felt because they knew that because they knew that I was a person not like sounding like them. They wanted to try to throw out rap lyrics, or they wanted to say, "Yo, you know what I'm saying?" When they weren't talking like that, when I was absolutely quiet, right? It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was one of the things where I'm just kind of like, "Come on,
man, you just changed the vibe. That's all. You just changed the vibe.
Yeah, just change the vibe." So then, like, one of the dudes was like, "All right, let's see if you can handle your weight, motherfucker," like that, right? Said it like that. But then, hold on. So then I get up there, so I get like second kills. I had like about 20 kills, right? And so then they were like, "Oh shit, hey, turn on your mic." So then I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And so then they all kind of paused, and then one dude started laughing. "Yo, bro, what's happening, man? Damn, homie." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I like playing with people in the community, but I'd rather them just hit me up on the you know what I'm saying, on the DMs saying, "Hey, look, let's hook up and let's play like my boy from the UK. We play a little Tekken." You know what I'm saying? Appreciate he staying up late to want to play a little Tekken yesterday. That was dope. And so then, just shit like that. But I'm not tripping about them looking over people because I get tired of getting called racial slurs or when a girl comes online, then the first thing they're going to do is just talk about, hey, can we see your tits? Can we do this? Can we do that? Like, come on, stop acting like Neanderthals. But anyway, go ahead, Delilah. Say what you got to say.
Yeah, I mean, just to echo the same sentiment. I mean, I feel like I think it could be good because I've dealt with that. Especially being like a female in these gaming streets, as people like to say, it's like you hear everything, some of everything, and of course that mute button's right there, so you definitely just have to kind of stay on the trigger finger. You know what I mean, as far as that is concerned, because I reported people. I ain't gonna lie, I reported people. I muted people. It just comes with the territory. I've been gaming so long to where it just doesn't even affect me that much. Recently, like in recent history, I got my set group that I game with. I just keep it pushing. So whatever they decide to censor, it probably won't affect me too much because I already got my crew, and I just keep it going. I mean,
that's why you'll never game with me, huh? I'm just saying, no. Yeah, I did put you on the spot instantly.
You never sent me no game invite. Let's keep it 100.
Hey, I ain't never said I did. I never said I did. I just said you ain't never game with me before.
Let's keep it.
Hey, you started going off the deep end. I wasn't trying to be mean.
All they want to, but to be honest, I
don't care what they call me.
Hey, say
call me whatever you want. I'm still gonna keep my foot on your neck, blowing your head off in Gears, Halo, Call of Duty. Don't matter. Call me whatever. Just call me that bad motherfucker when I'm finished with you.
You can't shoot.
This comes from the dude that fall asleep snoring online with Live Live. We not doing that live.
Oh, he hit below the belt.
That was pretty bad. That was
pretty bad.
I was gonna just say that I think is reason why they probably doing this is because of Sea of Thieves. I mean, it was rated teen, T for teen, so I think they're trying to probably kind of put that out there just so people feel more comfortable with allowing younger people to play that game because it's the new game that's out right now.
Absolutely. Maybe I don't know because
I think it's like putting a pillow out there before it gets worse because I think they know what's coming down the pipe, and they're expecting the numbers to be consistent, which I don't think they are going to be, but that's a whole other discussion.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that's what they did. They put that out there so people be like, "Oh yeah, they censoring people, so I gotta let my kid play," So
yeah, and
it'd be a PR move.
Yeah, it could be, and it's like what 100 and I think other people in the chat were saying is that Microsoft is trying to save their ass as well. They're not. Look, you got the Me Too era, you got Black Lives Matter, you have all this stuff going on in this country with going on with the alt-right, the alt-left. it is. I mean, it's like all types of stuff going on around here.
All
Jack.
day.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, so
all night.
But I mean, they bring up
pun intended.
Oh man, they bring up the point is that it is to be honest, it is a clarification and a coverage thing to protect themselves, because we've seen quite a few changes to terms and services that were using vague language before to make sure that they ensure that they're covering and protecting themselves to prevent any sort of lawsuits. Look at how many class action lawsuits there were against Sony for using vague language on a lot of things. Microsoft had it themselves on a few times. It's about clarifying and making sure that they have a stance so they can show, hey, it's located here in the terms of service, that they know. Like, there's so many companies that put in random shit in their terms of service to cover in case something happens. It's something that's happened. I mean, if you look at the terms of service for Metal Gear Survive for Konami, you know that in the terms of service that they prohibit dating and using the game to meet someone online to date in real life.
That's crazy.
Hey, this man reads terms of services.
I'm
broke it down.
I know he took the time to read that.
No, this man sit there and broke the terms of services a month ago to me. I ain't never been the same since.
I'm telling you, there's some random stuff that they put in there to cover so many large amounts of bases. Michael Barrow's already said that this isn't going to change anything. It's literally for the extreme cases, for people who are going off the deep end. As Lady put it, you have a mute button, you have a block button. Just let them know, hey, you know, if you ain't got time for it, just quiet them down and get it. If they're going to continue to be over the top and start being harassing, that's when you have the report. That's why you have those bans, is because of the fact that they don't want people who are going to go out of their way to abuse and cause a lot of issues with other people. You know, you got to watch out for the extremes. It's not going to affect us. You know, we all do our stupid shit. Look at the party chat last night. But it's not going to affect us because of the fact that we all know where we're coming from. But doesn't mean if we have someone new in there who's never been around us is going to be able to handle the situation and kind of vibes that we create.
Right.
True.
Go ahead, Chuck. Go ahead.
Man, no, hey, this is what I want to say about that. Now, that might be true, but look, me personally, I mean, just speaking from a personal perspective, is when I'm getting to a game and I'm playing, then somebody call me the N-word. They say they want to do my mama, they can say my sister, all whatever they want to say, you know, however they say it. The only thing that do for me is motivate me to whoop that ass even more. You know what I'm saying? I do, you know what I'm saying? I do something, but they just give me a motivation. So
you got some of them badass little kids though. They got them fingers, boy. Man. They know how to work it. Them little 10-year-olds, man.
Now when they beating your ass and then they talking shit, oh man, then I lose it. That's the worst.
Where's my damn belt?
I love it. That's a funny game, man. I love it.
Hey, just be like Money, man. Just tell them that. Just be like 100 says. Just tell them, hey, tell your mom I said I love her.
Yeah, but but you know what? No, I had to say, Megan, you talking about that shit. I had to go save my son today. He got banned. He got banned from from a game today. I had to go sit there and go Captain Save him. You know what I'm saying? 12 years old. But I'm like, you can't be talking all this mess to these people you don't know.
Yeah.
And you smashing them. You smashing them. But you know what? They could say he's a kid and he go a little bit too far, because I didn't jump in his parties and he calling people you know, saying words I can't use, expletives I can't use right now. And I'm talking about jumping in.
Hey, the crazy part. I'm proud of you, son. Like, I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah. Hey, don't let 100 babysit your kid. We know that right now. Live wire. Don't let Uncle 100.
Man, I don't say 100, man. You got him. I got 2 fills for you, man. Handle
that. And some foul language. You do not let that boy mess with your kid, man.
Oh, but it was crazy. It was just crazy because I just popped in because, you know, I check on my son. You know, that's my son. So I just popped into his party. I'm like, we'll see what's going on. And a Fortnite fight is just like it was a real fight. And he was using something like, I'm proud of you, son, but you ain't supposed to be saying no type of stuff like this. What you in here for, Dad? Get out of here. No, ain't no getting out. What do you do when Microsoft hits my phone? What you did account? Well, I got kicked off of this game. I need you to get me back in. I'm like, y'all take this hard enough. This supposed to be fun and games. But he was like, but Dad, this dude said he's gonna hack my account. I'm like, yeah, so what? Tell him Dad gonna hack his account. But you know,
man, what kind of games y'all be playing?
Yeah.
No, this is all over. Hang on, this is all over Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is
life is real.
Matter of fact, what's Lemon? Hang on, Lemon. What's the other game that you play?
Fortnite.
What's the other game that you play? The one I said I don't like to play.
Which one?
Like with you the cop. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the what you call it. I said it's too tactical.
Oh, Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six. That's what he got kicked off of Rainbow Six because he kept on what you call it. Because he kept on shooting his teammates on accident. That's what he got. That's what he was.
Wow.
Hey, that wasn't no accident. He shoot like his daddy. That's what that is.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Stay away from sport games too. Don't talk to nobody in them sport games. Go in the personal party chat and talk to your friends while you playing strangers.
You know what?
I'm not bringing you up, Mega. I didn't say nothing, Mega. We're not gonna do that.
Shut up. I'm doing the Morgan Freeman. Shut up. Just listen.
If you know who you run with, just run with them. Lock the party up.
Yeah.
Don't have no scragglers or no lurkers in your party, and then you should have no problem offending anybody.
Or you could be like me, be like, fuck it, everybody in this bitch, let's go.
No. Okay, but let's go to Kaleidoscope, man. Kaleidoscope. What do you think about these policies? Are you concerned about them at all?
Actually, I agree with what everybody was saying. Really, the mute button is there for a reason, people. And I be in so many freaking parties where I'm muting half the party, bro. All right, and I just continue talking with the people I want to talk to. All right, and if they ask me, "Oh, yo, some other dude said to mute him," then I fuck his ass, man. I ain't fucking trying to talk to his dumb ass. Yo, dude, act stupid.
Yeah,
I ain't got time to be talking to stupid people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And when I'm in the party with the crew, with you guys and whatnot, ain't nobody get muted. All right, let's just say that. Know what I'm saying? There's a big difference, man. They're there for a reason. It's to protect their asses. Know what I'm saying? And keep gaming healthy for everybody, man. A lot of people in Sea of Thieves was losing their damn heads during this past week, man. Dudes was getting mad because they was getting robbed left and right. All right, and people getting locked in the brig. The dude's getting mad. No, I know, no doubt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I definitely understand, they're doing it to cover their asses and whatnot. It's nice to instigate these policies. And then you got things like State of Decay 2 coming out pretty soon. Where people are going to be getting heated at that. You got freaking Crackdown coming out pretty soon as well.
State of Decay 2, that has a legit release date, right? What they are now?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's actually in May.
Hey, does Spider-Man got a release date?
Huh?
Which one?
Spider-Man.
No.
Do we get a release yet?
Spider-Man? Spider-Man, man.
Hey,
dude, man. Spider-Man got to do what we're talking about. Absolutely nothing.
No, I was just saying, I was curious when y'all talking about.
Okay. Look, this is we're about to get to it. We about to get to the.
There's one last thing I gotta say though, man. I was seeing everybody's content recently. Everybody did some dope ass content this past week. But I gotta give it up to 108 Dragons, Joe Barclay, son, to BK to the fellas, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That shit was dope.
Yeah,
he only played 90 seconds.
Oh,
yo, I'm starting to drink. You starting to drink.
But he took home that trophy, bro. He took home that trophy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I held it above my head, son. Why you supposed to be co-son? You light skin. You can't do light skin on light skin crime, son. Damn.
Hey, with me, when it's me, Garrett, or you know what I'm saying, what is Gamer's Blood or whatever he calls himself? Yeah, Gamer's Blood. He's one of them broads from Broadband Bullies. I call them broads. The team that likes to wear the blouse is why we like to wear the shirts.
Don't be messy. Don't be messy.
Don't be a about to be a live stream right now.
Oh my goodness!
Hey,
anyway,
shit.
Big shout out to my boy Z and his crew. But anyway, we yeah. Anyway, we just talk a lot of trash, man. It's real light skin crime up in there, man. It's horrible. Where my boy Garrett say he from?
Of Delaware.
He said,
wow.
Delaware.
Delaware Punch is the best juice I ever had.
Oh no, check it out.
Let's get to the meat and bones. Let's get to the meat and bones, y'all. Let's get to the meat and bones.
They gotta do their show. They gotta go.
This is next to Philly. He gave Philly bone in Delaware, but then he showed me that their crime rate out there is pretty serious. So he was like, y'all can't touch that. And then I said, man, you better look and see. was in the top 10 for those crimes: murder, assault, robbery. You better we get gut out here in the country. Anyway, so let's go to the next topic out here, man.
Oh man,
let's do it. Okay, the big one.
Might as well say stayed in Montana.
I know. Hey, but then you got people like dude off of Far Cry 5 waiting for you.
Man, I know.
Hey, what how wrong is the drug of choice?
You ain't got nowhere to hide, Jack. Anyway, so okay. Now, with all that being said, because of the fact that that Xbox and there's like 33 other companies that's signing on to this, including Twitch, and many others, because they want to try to alleviate all this toxic shit that's going on in gaming right now. So the question I want to ask, and I'm going straight to you first, Delilah, is the gaming community gotten so toxic? Is that nobody wants to listen to anybody no more, pretty much? Is it, I mean, where are we at right now? Because I cannot go, I know that like our boy Fonzarelli likes to bring up and say, well, back in the 80s and 90s, you know, between Nintendo and Sega, that they had this huge rivalry, which they did. It was nasty, but it wasn't also, there was no social media. You didn't read that on your local newspaper. You didn't see all that type of shit that was going on. That was hidden into certain avenues, and people that got into gaming read about what was going on there. And the fan base wasn't really being that way. Here, there's just disdain, hate. Tell me about what you think about this. Is it just too toxic right now, social media with gaming?
I do think it's toxic. I mean, you guys remember the rant I went on before the show started.
You need to do that.
But the thing is, but the thing is, I look at it from my own personal experience, because you know, I've been a part of the quote unquote community for so long, and before the whole social media thing got big. And so it's to see the whole process and how people can take it to the extreme and try to, you know, throw hate or shade on one another. I think that part makes it ridiculous. And I especially hate when, like, you got other groups or whatever, fanboy groups, you know, trying to group people together. Like I remember saying this prior to us going live with that. I don't like being grouped into this whole Xbot versus pony thing. I can't stand it. I feel like, because to me the Xbox community is bigger than just the 30 or 40 so adult men, because I hardly ever hear women do this.
Oh, trust me, they're in there. They're in there.
I'm pretty sure they are, but you know, that spout this whole, you know, pony on Xbox type stuff, and I don't want to be grouped in that category. And so when they say Xbox community, I get offended by that, because to me the Xbox community is way bigger than that, and it was bigger before this whole social media thing got, you know, big. So it's like, because you have Xbox MVPs, you have Xbox ambassadors, you got people who do other podcasts that's not fanboy centric at all. And so the group Xbox community in that, to me, is very disrespectful. And so I feel like, come up with a different name, call it something else, but do not call it Xbox community. And yeah, it's definitely very, very toxic, and I just don't want to be grouped in that. So y'all do what y'all want, but don't put my name in it.
Okay, so now you just said that you don't want to be put in any type of group, right?
Right.
Okay, but I have to bring something reminiscent that you don't like. K-Mega, I heard you was a fanboy.
Yeah, that was me checking you, because you asked me to do the podcast, and I was like, look, if it's gonna be crumb side, I don't want no part of it, because that's not what I'm about. And I have connections for a reason. I try to keep those connections, and when I put myself in that whole crumb side category, I start cutting away at my benefits. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Cutting away at what I want, as far as me being able to move up in the industry. So, I mean, that's why I asked you that question. You can pick all you want to, but that was just me trying to protect myself.
That's you being real.
Yeah, and a year later, here your ass is, you being more messy. Good grief, you was nice back then.
I'm very consistent, boss. I am very consistent. It's just that I know what to say and who to say it to and when to say it.
Oh, damn. You know what? Freaking women. You know what?
No, don't start that freaking women shit. I
know, right? Don't even
start.
All right.
I think he said lemon.
I said lemon.
You better say lemon.
Yo, why do I fall at the butt of everybody's
Good save, Chuck. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so lemon. Do you really? Is it toxic like this? Is the gaming community is it failing? Is it failing itself?
All right. Me and you feel the same way about listening to toxic people, and it really started maybe about 2 years ago. This Xbox versus PlayStation.
2013 is when it started.
It started 2013.
I know. I'm talking about when it's been like really popular. In 2013, it still was. I mean, I bought the PlayStation, I bought the Xbox a week apart, but I don't think it was as bad then.
Yes,
until like well, I'm just saying I may be wrong.
From his experience.
Let the man speak.
Yesterday I'm talking to my boy 100 and King Mega, and I named a couple other people doing podcasts and doing individual single podcasts, and these dudes are toxic. They're toxic for the gaming community because I don't like to be called an Xbox head because I own everything. But when you go on a rant and say, I can't believe they got 1 million plus sales with Sea of Thieves, this is what we have came to. These are the rants that I was listening to yesterday. And the dudes that I mentioned, which I'm not saying their name because they're not that important, but 100 and K Mega knew these dudes. And it's just like, this is where we come to where dudes say their opinion, make it a fact. You're wrong. So now we the dummies for buying Sea of Thieves. We the dummies for enjoying a content or console of preference. I don't care what console is. People out here is miserable, man. And they tearing up the gaming community with this so-called console war. It's ridiculous.
They don't like what they like. Like I can't like
right.
For some reason. That's against the law.
That is so good you brought that up. Dude said Recall was a lollipop game that it should have been an indie game and people shouldn't enjoy it. And how can you be a pirate? And I was just like, yo, dude, really? You still stuck with 2013, Don Matrick? Yo, they was going crazy. One dude said, this is ridiculous. People bought Sea of Thieves by mistake because they forgot to cancel their pre-order and get it in Game Pass. I wanted to kill myself. That was crazy. You trying to tell me I forgot to spend $65? So I said, damn, I could have spent 10, but I forgot to cancel my pre-order for $65? No, you mad. You got people on Twitter, oh, they're counting Game Pass sales. How the fuck can they count Game Pass sales? And it's a service.
It's a residual income.
Right. So Netflix is counting all that shit the same way then, huh? All these movies count as sales because you watch Daredevil. Like, yo, are you stupid? So you got Aaron Greenberg. He shouldn't even be talking to these dudes, tweeting out that does not include Game Pass. Now when you post it, oh, wait a minute, it's something else. They're mind fucking us. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Like, oh my God. I mean, this is the despicableness that it's toxic. And it's spreading like wildfire. One dude talked for 45 minutes by himself. He can't believe people are having fun with Sea of Thieves. If you care so much, go play something else. What the fuck is your problem?
Why is it bothering
you? Have a problem. You are bugging.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's full podcasts and episodes about Sea of Thieves being successful when everybody who hated it said it was going to fly.
Yeah, I feel the red through the mic right now.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. There's a lot of tall buildings in New York. Take the elevator to the top and just jump. Kill yourself. You're wasting your time. and listen, these are dudes I don't know. Like I said, I brought up one dude had 6, 7, 8 dudes in there in a panel, and they just was saying all kind of shit, but making their opinion facts. So the people that they follow them, believe this dumb shit, and it just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
I want people to take feedback and just listen to the people that you follow and use your common sense. I know sense ain't common. Go purchase some of that shit from Microsoft or something. Xbox, PlayStation, get it from somewhere. Stop listening to these people that's ruining your game experience.
Right.
Fuck that.
Okay, before I go to Infamous, I just want to make this. But no,
that was an epic rant.
I loved it. I loved it. She was speaking facts. Now, look, as you know, that I went to the Weapon Wheel podcast last week. And I wanted to prove a point on something because I knew that it was going to be something in there that they were going to try to bait me in to get me to say something that was going to be used. Mega failed. We got him. And of course, it came to the most stupidest topic. Well, what was a platform and what was a damn app, right? So, what was the API, whatever. What was a multi-plat, what was not, right? So there was a point to where it was where Bond was trying to down talk me, right? Like he just like was trying to chastise me like a child. And I could have did one or two things, right? I could have sit there and blown up and said and acted like they wanted me to, or I just kept it like I was, like, man, we can agree just to disagree. I come on this podcast to talk about games and just to keep it moving. If you came on this show, that's how it was. With Jabari and Porter Rock came on here, we all kept it cool. We kept it 100. We gave our points, and that was how we did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it when All Day was here, and when Fonzarelli was here, and they talked and made their points pro whatever. You have the right to make that point, and everybody has that point to make a rebuttal. But it's not about to cause drama or to make this and that. And of course, to me, it's like, I'm here just to talk about games because this is my favorite hobby in the world. When people say the most foulest shit, they make videos about me, say this and that. I'm Teflon, bro. I got real life. This real life is way more important than what somebody else thinks about me per se. So, Infamous, what is going on with the gaming community, man? Why we can't get our shit together?
No, first of all, it's only toxic if you allow it to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm dodging bullets, literally dodging bullets with the drama that unfolds with the gaming community as a whole. Xbox, I don't know, man. Like I said in a tweet earlier this week, y'all over here ranting and raving about games and consoles. Y'all ain't getting laid, man. People out here that love these games, that taking times out their lives. You know what I'm saying? We got jobs, we got kids, we got husbands and wives. You know what I'm saying? And we taking the time, our lives, to dedicate this to this craft. I personally don't got the time for the BS. If you messing with me and mine, you cool with me. If you want to disrespect me and mine, I'm going to keep my distance from you. And that is simple as that. I know where the fake ones. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, my thing is, how you calling somebody else corporate slaves when your entire Twitter feed is defending PlayStation?
Thank you.
Like, that's the part that kills me. You got there to call somebody else corporate slave.
The hottest place.
People, what you put up last week in your Twitter.
Wait. Let me finish, please. Right. I had people coming up to me talking about, oh yeah, you only be fucking with Xbox. I'm like, but don't you know I own a PlayStation? Don't you know I got a couple of games under my belt on PlayStation just to broaden my gaming horizon? And for you to come at me like that you know how ignorant you sound? You know how much time and money invested I personally have done for these crafts for both consoles? I don't got no time for this dude to be talking about this dude, to be talking about this chick, about how they feel about this game and about this console. Because like I said, every night when I get online and I play with my friends, that's the best time for me. When I go to these gaming conventions and meetups and shit, and I meet my friends, that's what's important to me. You know what I mean? Building foundations with people from around the country and around the world just to unite the love of gaming. All that other shit, I ain't got time for it, yo. To be honest with you. I be dodging that shit. It's toxic, but only if you as a person allow it to be.
I don't understand why they following each other. Like, what? So and so said this, so and so said that. You can unfollow, you can mute. Like, you don't gotta.
They're weirdos.
I look. At first, I was like, oh my god, such and such is not following no more. Oh my god, I'm so hurt. This year 1. Now this is year 3. I don't give a fuck. I'm blocking you. I'm muting you.
That's a true game.
Oh my god, that's funny. Gosh, okay, all right. Let me go ahead to you, Triple Cup. Let me get your point, man.
All right. First of all, with all that console stuff, maybe with the exclusives. All thing I always say is they Microsoft exclusives. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, all that who wears that. I mean, who got what and who don't have this and stuff like that. I'm like, man, to me, that's is nonsense, irrelevant. Because I look at it, okay, if a person on one console, it don't matter if it's exclusive. The only thing they worried about the games that they can't play. So if they got a Madden, it's on both systems. They don't care if it's on a PlayStation, as long as they able to play it. That's what counts. It's not that part. It's all about the part where, okay, you have God of War. I can't play that. Now I understand that. But if I could play a game, if it's on my system, that's what it really matters. Not just say if it's exclusive, because if it's exclusive, it don't really matter. Because you know what I'm saying, I could play it on here, I could play it on PC or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, when a person have a game and just want to just say, hey, I got this here, you don't have that, that's sad. Because you know what I'm saying, you tease, let's say if a person ain't got nothing to eat, you teasing them because you eating. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. But you know what I'm saying, if you want to have fun and we can go back and forth, you know, me personally, I like the WWE type stuff. I don't like the personal shots. I don't like when people take a person's face and try to post it on other stuff. I don't like that type of stuff. Because me, it's weird. I mean, it's like a next level weird. You know what I'm saying? I like this geeky stuff, this nerdy stuff. I like to bring people that's the casuals and say, man, check out this different world. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want them to see nobody doing all that crazy stuff. Just keep it, you know what I'm saying, gaming and keep it fun. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk noise, I like that. I just don't like when a person take it like real personal and make it, you know what I'm saying, make it unfun. You know what I'm saying?
Or talk about somebody's kid.
Yeah, I don't like that type of stuff.
We taking personal shots at people like that.
Yeah, because I know, you know what I'm saying, because in real life, I have a lot of people that have been to kill somebody. So you know what I'm saying? I know that's in real life, but you know what I'm saying? They talk because you're on the internet.
Yeah,
you know
that
internet drugs.
That internet, yeah, like that's why I was looking at it from the standpoint, from my perspective, like when dude talked down to me, like, and now Mega, that's listen.
Man, you would have fucked him up, man.
Man, like I would have slapped the shit out that motherfucker, man. Real talk, like
he wouldn't have seen it coming.
He would have seen it coming because it would have been right there in his face. But again, like, this is internet shit, man. We're talking about video games.
He'd been like, use your words, Mega. Use your words.
Yeah, use your words. Yeah. It would have been like, yeah, but regardless, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't get out of bounds with these guys when they get so triggered.
I'm gonna say that pissed me off, K-Mega. It really did.
I don't want to see K-Mega. I just want to see something say finish him, and K-Mega just go to the screen and just
no, because look, we all know why toxic channels work. It's because people
controversy.
Yeah, people want controversy, and also
love and hip hop,
and people want to see. And people want to see, because maybe other people's lives ain't in the right place, so they'd rather see shit go down from other people's perspectives. That's why people watch all these reality shows and things like that. Man, we're here to talk about gaming. I'm an
Mega is dying. Delilah's tweet summed it up last week. They do shit like that because your content is terrible.
I know. That's the thing. And that's what it is. Like,
I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah. And that's for me. It's like, man, come on, man. Look, I'm just here to talk and have a good time, man. We could all be cool. Like when Kids Move came on the show, what did I do? I shouted out Weapon Wheel, because it's just like, look, man, we all brothers doing our thing, just trying to make it in this shit, because there's enough cheeks in the pot, right? You get on, I get on there. It's you know what I'm saying. It's like, oh no, we gonna tear you down because
get him.
You're part of that. Get him. Get the fuck out of here, man.
They like the little hyenas off the Lion King.
All right, Kaleidoscope. What do you think about this shit, man? It's all good, man. It's all love for me.
Oh man.
Nah, no doubt, man. It is highly toxic, yo. It is highly toxic. I was watching a podcast the other day, not gonna mention where. All right. But there was these two dudes going at it. One, defending PlayStation, the other one defending Nintendo. All right. And, the Nintendo cat was basically telling the PlayStation cat on why Sony was so successful this generation. He raised up a couple of valid points. And then the other dude told him that, the Wii U failed, the GameCube failed. You know what I'm saying? That nobody buys Nintendo. And he's like, what are you talking about? People buy the Nintendo because of the exclusives. It's not because of third-party deals. Right? And that's one of the reasons that the PlayStation 4 jumped off this generation, because last generation, Microsoft had all the third-party deals. This generation, Sony jumped on that. And then, of course, the bad messaging by Don Matrix during that E3 a couple of years back at the beginning of this generation. So that's why I thought the points that the Nintendo guy raised were actually valid. But as far as the points of saying that, the Nintendo Switch was a bomb and the Nintendo was failing and all this stuff, I was like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? People buy Nintendo because of the exclusives, No, but the PlayStation ain't have any really good exclusives for at least the first 2 or 3 years, to be honest. All right, they had some games at launch, but it still took a while for them to work up to their Bloodborns and the Order 1886 and Uncharted and all that. It took them a couple of years. And people right out the gate, the casual market, they don't buy a console because of the exclusives. They're buying a console because their friends own it. All right?
Facts.
They're jumping on what their friends is playing. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, what you playing? What you got? Oh, I got the new Call of Duty. Oh, dang, man. Okay, what you got, a PlayStation? Yeah, I got a PlayStation. I'm going to get it. Dude, it's hands down. It's as simple as that. But yet these toxic gamers take it to the next level. And they bring people's families into it. They start making pictures of people with their families and start doing all this ghetto talk, basically crumb side shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is not really cool for, it's not really cool for gaming at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We should just keep it gaming. I mean, just think about it. Just in the Xbox alone, we got close to 40 million people. On PlayStation alone, there's close to 80 million people. All right? There's a lot of gamers out there that want to hear information.
I don't understand why they so surprised about like the Xbox attachment rate and people who are loyal to the brand. People have spent 15 plus years, well, 14, 15 years in that ecosystem. So you just all of a sudden asking them to leave that entire ecosystem and go somewhere else. It's just not that simple, especially not for me. My catalog is ridiculous. So ain't no,
not if you're sociable. Also, Delilah, if you're a sociable person, you ain't leaving Xbox. That's what it's
I'm supposed to leave my gamer score, all my games, the people, the friends list I got, all the 100 plus
the franchises that you do like, if you do like the exclusives.
So just because you say that you think your platform is better, I'm supposed to just uproot my. It's like me uproot my life and moving to California or something like that, from Atlanta to California. I'm supposed to just pick up all my stuff.
Hey, California's not a bad thing though.
I know it ain't. I know I'm not bashing Cali, nothing like that. No, I love it every time I go, every time I visit. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just using it as an example.
Yeah, but it's a place you like to visit. It ain't necessarily where you want to live.
Exactly.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right, Live.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Where you come from though? You can't.
Hey, that baby must have
just woke up.
Listen, man, you know.
I like visiting the PlayStation from time to time. Don't mean I want to live there.
Yeah, everybody sliding through the back door.
Yeah, I'll slide through it. Yeah, I open the door and play a little bit. Then I got to go back. You know what I'm saying? Side piece. But you know what I'm saying? But it is, look.
PlayStation's the side piece. Xbox is the main.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? And the main always gets the respect. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The thing is just for me, like.
Yo, PlayStation's the other woman.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And sometimes that PC be giving more than what that PS be giving me. But you know what? Look, regardless.
I mean, you know what it is like people get attracted by the PlayStation. You know, she be wearing heels sometimes. You know, she be wearing that nice
man.
dress.
What the hell is happening?
But the thing is,
you gotta go.
You can't cook.
Gotta go.
Don't forget, you gotta come.
Your mama can't stand up.
Hey, Mega, what the sound effects at, Mega?
It's coming. I'm looking for it.
No.
I told you one man group.
Yeah, don't give Mega a hard time. He ain't get dropped out this week, so he good.
Okay.
Oh yeah. He said he did the update. Right?
Don't make a multitask. Don't make a multitask. Chill.
No, you gotta remember though. You gotta remember. Remember last week that we were at the end of the show when he got booted. So it's still possible it may happen.
Oh yeah.
Hey, right. But we did it like a 3-man remix.
Yo, why you throwing salt? Why you throwing salt, bloody? Relax with that.
He on fire this week. He got at me in the party chat. I'm proud of him. Good job, Knuckles.
He do.
Oh no! There's the dolphin.
He was a dolphin, man.
Even the dolphin was late. Damn.
So I gotta find a sound for a porpoise because you got a little new little baby dolphin on the way. I mean, well, not on the way, but here, man.
Yeah,
that's good.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Got me busy, man.
Congratulations, yo.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like looking like.
Hey, Live, I got a question. You still going diving?
You said going diving.
Xbox Live.
Wow, man.
Okay, let's go. Anyway, you say you flip. I lost train of thought. Okay, Kaleidoscope, please finish up, man.
All right, no, I'm just saying, you know, as a community, there's a lot of gamers out there, man. Yeah, we do all need to really stop with the toxic stuff, man. There's too many dudes out there that just got these YouTube channels that just are centered around hate. Man. And everybody's hating on each other. Me, I try to clown everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I like clowning. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of dudes that they actually serious. They dead serious when they talking, man. They use like, oh, I'll go kill you and your kids and this and that. It's like, dude, man, over a game? What is you beefing about, man?
Because that's all they got,
that, man.
That's all they got.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it's like, oh, y'all say that the PlayStation exclusives is better than the Xbox exclusives. All right, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? My cousin is always on the PlayStation. My brother owns a PlayStation. I don't own a PlayStation. I own an Xbox. I play on their shit, though. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they have their opinions about certain games on Xbox, just like I have my opinions about certain games on PlayStation. Right. That doesn't mean I don't play them. You know what I'm saying? I be recommending people, anybody that asks me at my job and shit, oh, what do you think about this game? The Order 1886. Yo, that shit is dope. All right? I'm at the end of it right now and shit, man. The only thing I had issues with was pacing issues.
That's not the truth.
Nah, that's my truth. That's my truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care what people say that, you know, oh, in the Xbox community, we hate the Order 1886. Bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? I like what the fuck I want to play. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I feel like playing, I play it. People be tripping, yo. They be tripping, man. I'm telling you.
The point I try to make is you should have to defend that. You shouldn't have to.
No,
you like what you like. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, I make my stance about God of War. Like, you don't know about what? I mean, I know what I like. What are you even tripping about it? I'm not. Look, it's okay. It's just like we I don't know if anybody really wants to talk about No Man's Sky.
Just like the shirt you put on in the morning. Just like the shoes you put on. Just like how you do your hair.
Nobody cares.
Well, that's the thing about like No Man's Sky. Like I wasn't feeling that game when I seen that it was only 5 gigs when they were trying to say that it was revolutionary. You see what I'm saying? Because I knew that was bullshit. So until the announcement, because it's on the Xbox, that's why I posted that on Twitter saying, don't be that guy because that game is on Xbox now. You tout that game and saying, oh, it's the No Man's Sky is here.
Just polished poo.
Yeah. The only thing that the only thing that you should do is that I will say this: you are allowed to throw shots at the list makers because all those dudes that makes those lists and chicks that makes those lists.
Gosh.
I love it. One by one, it just keeps bink, 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 bink.
That's getting smaller and smaller, huh, Mega?
Just scratch it out.
And got the better versions. The better version.
Yeah. Dude, on one of those lists, I actually looked at the game. I looked the game up because I never even heard of it. Dude, that should look like a PS2 game. I'm like, wow, this is what you putting on your list, man? I thought you was talking about next gen games, man. What is it?
Looney Cooney, and nobody bought it.
Oh man.
What?
Yo. To be honest, though, I would have bought Looney Cooney if it was on Xbox.
Dude,
I had that Studio Ghibli vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Hayao Miyazaki fan.
Kaleidoscope. That's because one of the art directors who worked on Ni no Kuni was from Studio Ghibli.
Word? Look, see, I knew that shit was highly reminiscent.
One of the art directors was from Studio Ghibli. I love that game, and I have a PS3. I want to get what was the first one? The White Witch to play through, because I'm definitely gonna get Ni no Kuni 2 whenever I get a PS4.
Yo, want to know what's amazing, Bloody?
What?
You only offered this information once I said something.
Well, y'all, I never got called upon for my turn. I was waiting. I was a good man. Something that you may not have known because you had a little nugget there that says this looks familiar. Confirm your information.
Cool, dog, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's the K-Mega DLC.
I know that K-Mega DLC. I saw that DLC on that ass.
Honestly, I would have bought it in a heartbeat. And I feel you. If you got a PlayStation or whatever, whoever has a PlayStation 4, y'all need to pick up that title, people.
The spring sale just came out of nowhere and it kind of threw me for a loop. So I was kind of bought a couple of games.
Yes, it
I was like, damn, because I was supposed to be getting Ni no Kuni earlier this week. And so I was like, damn, man, do I really want to commit to 60 with this game when I can go ahead and I can get like 3-4 games? So I'm still
making nobody buy it.
No, man. I'm finna get Ni no Kuni. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy it. that's my thing. But anyway,
it looks good though. I'm really excited. It is one of those games that I'm definitely looking forward to. And like on the whole the whole No Man's Sky thing, I agree with you. Don't be a hypocrite if you're hating on it. I poke jokes at it, but I was always interested in it. I'm glad it's finally getting over. You know, I might check it out.
Yeah, but Monster Hunter got you by the coattails, bro.
Yes, it does. I'm stuck on Monster Hunter, but it's still a good game. The people who are dedicated to that community have said that the updates have helped push it. I'm gonna try it out.
And it has a multiplayer of some sort.
I still don't understand how all that works. Whatever. I always just thought that flying around in space was just the coolest thing. I couldn't get into what's the other one? Elite Dangerous. I couldn't do that one, but I'm definitely gonna look at this one.
I can't get into that either.
If it's in Game Pass, even better. I'll gladly support them. Yeah, they had their issues.
Where that game's got to go.
I'm not buying that game.
I'm not. Here's the thing. No. Hang on. Here's my thing, and here's my thing on it, right? And everyone will hate on this for a fact because there was.
It's your opinion, bro. Ain't nobody gonna hate on what you like.
No. Here's the thing that people were hating on that because of that Sean Murray said about the game. Yes, that is absolutely true. But the thing is, at the same time, we hear on the Xbox side, the people who are digging at it, who are now praising it, they can't be doing that shit because of the fact that we had it here on the Xbox side ourselves. Because everyone remembers the Peter Molyneux years because he was just as much of a big ass liar as Sean Murray was when that game first came out. So we cannot be hypocritical and throw shade at them without taking a look at our own past. That's my thing about it.
Microsoft fired his ass though.
Yeah, they but they gave him 4 chances before they did because they came out with Fable 3 and they say, okay, now we got to
big hits.
Yeah, well, yeah, he brought hits.
But still, I mean, we did it every goddamn time.
Though. Like they weren't, his games were not
No, right, but I'm still waiting for the game to talk back to me and teach me how to eat and all that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You say that. Have you played?
I'm still waiting for them. I'm still waiting for them to plant the trees and the trees to grow and stuff like that, and my hair to grow old and scars to get on my face.
You know what I'm still waiting for that too. I'm gonna see little monsters.
Oh, his recent game. Oh yeah. I saw his game is God game.
Goddess.
Yeah, that game was horrible. I heard though. Like,
yeah, it was because he did the same thing. He talked it up, said that he was going to reinvent the God game genre, which he originally did with Black and White, and this game was hella bad. Like everyone tried giving him another chance, and he did the same shit that he did with Fable. He overtalked it.
Hey, he know how to make money. That's how
But I mean, we still gotta look at it though. We still gotta be look at both sides of the coin.
We're gonna have to wrap it up because we got one more topic and then we're gonna get out of here because Knuckles will talk all damn night.
I get called out now, but I say all of 2 minutes, but everyone else be like, nah, it's okay. I see how it is.
Well, you know, you had that long intro. Remember, just to let you shine.
You feel like adolescents, Knuckles. Don't take that.
Hell no.
Because I really gotta head out.
Okay. All right. So last question, guys.
Let me instigate it.
All right. Okay. We all know the fighting games are back, and I know that everybody on this panel are fighting fans, right? Right, Delilah? Right?
That's right. KI all day.
Yeah, that was the last year thing.
Infamous. You about that fighting life? Yeah, that's right. You was in the tournament. Yeah, so
I'm about that fighting life.
All right. So everybody better. Oh no, Livewire. He's the only one that's not about fighting.
It is what it is.
Anyway,
I got KI in Mortal Kombat though.
Okay, yeah, I see that you play. But anyway, so the question I have, and I'm asking everybody on the panel as well, what is what somebody said? Oh, that was you talking. Oh my goodness, you two. Wow, I don't even know why you and Fonz even going at it in the chat. What's going on? Anyway.
Oh, no. It's okay.
Distracted. Keep going.
I know. I'm looking at this. Okay, anyway. So
Fonz my boy. That's all.
Okay. So anyway, everybody in the chat and in here, what particular fighting game would you like to see come back? And give it, what was your favorite fighting game? I want to know that. Y'all put that in the chat and just let me know what's going on. So anybody can just go in and say whatever. I don't care.
I'm a Mortal Kombat gamer all day, every day.
Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. It's not out yet. It's already here.
Fight Night. Yeah, I'm with you, Lemon. Hey, Lemon, we're on the same team.
That's so Caliber 6.
Right. Yo, they got a new Mortal Kombat coming out though.
Yeah.
Caliber 6. No Caliber 6.
I'm saying a game that's not coming out.
Oh, you said not coming out?
Yeah, the game that we know that's
not been announced.
Back in the past.
Not been announced yet.
Yeah.
I got one. Def Jam Fight for New York. I got it. It's never coming out.
Perfect.
Ain't never coming out.
That's dope. That's dope.
A new Fight Night.
I know it's never coming out. I know what game should come back that hasn't been out for a minute, and they need to do it in 3D just the way they did Street Fighter 5. Darkstalkers.
Toshinden.
I haven't seen a Darkstalkers in years.
Darkstalkers would be great to bring back.
Darkstalkers would be awesome, yo, especially with today's technology.
Primal Rage.
Oh, Primal Rage.
Primal Rage.
That's
another one. Yeah. I used to love that Primal Rage.
It was crazy. Turn to the yes.
As for me, it's definitely it's got. Well, he already said Toshinden, which that was great for me. But Star Gladiator, yeah, Star Gladiator. Give me some rival schools. I love those two fighters.
Young and you
rival
and
schools.
Watching this to write this down.
How about a brand new Virtua Fighter?
Oh no, get Virtua Fighter out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Jam. You crazy? What you smoking, man? That's like the deepest fighting game of them all.
I never liked Virtua Fighter.
No.
Virtua Fighter was right.
The deepest. Punch Out was the deepest. That new Nintendo need to
Punch Out.
Punch Out. Yeah, man.
Punch Out is simple, right? 1, 2.
Okay. Anyway,
playing it on the Switch.
I got
Fatal Fury. Yep, Fatal Fury. Clay Fighters. Oh man, yeah, Eternal Champions,
Samurai Showdown.
Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu is coming back. Shaq Fu is coming back.
Shaq Fu is coming back.
I know they recently came out with a brand new King of Fighters. King of Fighters was one of my favorites. I love it.
The new one was nice.
I got a new King of Fighters coming.
What we need is a new Samurai Showdown, bro.
Yeah,
that too.
Showdown, definitely.
Showdown would be dope. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So anyway,
all right. So this is the ones that need to come back. Ready to Rumble.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree. Rumble.
Yeah, Ready to Rumble. Ooh, another good one.
What do you say?
Power Stone.
Power Stone. Power Stone for sure. Yes.
All right. I will also put on Fighting Vipers. I used to like 1 and 2.
I wasn't a biggest fan of Fighting Vipers.
Rival Schools.
Yeah, I've seen yeah.
What else? And my main one, X-Men: Children of the Addams 2 need to come out.
Oh, well, yeah. No, we had Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and we seen what happened with that.
No. I need just X-Men.
X-Men.
None of those Street Fighter.
Just an X-Men-centric game. I feel you.
Hell yeah.
But I want just an all-Marvel game.
Huh?
You forgot one. That's major. Eco the Dolphin.
Eco the Dolphin.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get ready to do our sign out on that one.
Yeah, let's go.
So anyway, before we get out of here, man, we got the Patreon up. Remember, guys, what I said at the beginning of the show, if you go ahead and the first 20 people, man, we will go ahead and we'll put your name in a rafter. I said a rafter, a ruffle.
Wow.
You returned to Jersey?
I'm drinking a little vodka.
In the rafter, Jersey.
Hey, man, I'm over here drinking a little bit of that vodka, man. It's about that time to go. Anyway, put it in a raffle, and you will definitely get one of the 3 things here will be God of War. We'll be giving away God of War. We'll be giving away a year of PSN. We'll be giving a year of also Xbox Live, and also you know what I'm saying, whatever your choice, you can also get 6 months of Game Pass. So man, go ahead
you should do
guys asked me to bring that Patreon. I want y'all to support it like y'all said y'all was. So let's go ahead and do that. So anyway,
the Patreon.
So anyway, let's go ahead and do our sign outs. Delilah HD.
Yes, have you on. You guys know you can find me here on Fridays on GRG, also on Saturdays on Grown Women Gaming Podcast, noon Eastern. You know what I mean? We'll be there tomorrow, so check us out, Lady Infamous channel. And I'm out.
All right. Infamous.
Well, I would like to thank everyone that stopped by today.
Damn, she's almost so gone that she's away from Damn.
I would like to thank everybody that stopped by today. I like everybody in the chat that was interacting with us today. I'd like to give a shout out to the homie DSGB from Georgia, Taylor Made Gang in the building. I'd like to thank my beautiful intellectual panel with they crazy asses. You can check me every Friday here on GRG. Every Saturday at Grown Women Gaming Podcast, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And we doing some big things over there. So watch out for us, and you guys have a lovely evening.
All right, cool. All right, Bloody Knuckles.
Yeah, you can find me on Wednesday on the Heroic Vibration Podcast with Triple Cup. Thursdays on the Saltiest Podcast. Here every Friday on GRG, and on Saturdays on my show, Smash Podcast. And catch me on Twitter at Bloody Knuckles.
Nice.
Ooh, he catching up with you, K-Man.
Yeah. What did you say? What? Oh, you talking about with podcast? Yeah, man. He's on Salty and shit, man. Good.
That's what's up.
Good stuff, man. He's on there with Fonzarelli, that fraud. Anyway, so
don't forget that fraud native.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, fraud NATO.
Yeah, so I got 10 mouths to feed. Anyway, big shout out to Fonz.
Let's go.
Anyway, so 108's Dragons, man. I know that your trick is out there waiting for you, man, because you've been out there talking for a long time, bro.
Gotta get this money.
Hey, man, where can they find you, bro?
You can find me at 108 Dragons TV, baby. The channel where we talk about all consoles, and I try to bring you all the facts. And shout out to my man, Bloody Knuckles, for that crazy intro on the last Smash podcast. All your intros for all your guests was dope. You took you a lot of time to think about that. I appreciate that. Enjoy the people that came through the panel tonight. I think this is one of our best episodes. We crazy out here. Always come to GRG on Fridays. This is where it's at. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know about that OKC shit.
Oh, man. I'm about to cut this fool to the whitest of white meat when I see him, man. E3. Anyway, so I'm gonna break that other damn left foot that you got. Anyway, so 100. 100. Where you at, man?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. Y'all go on my channel, hit that dislike button. Hit that dislike button on my channel.
On his channel.
You don't have to rate. You don't have to rate, comment, or subscribe on my channel because I don't get
What?
Oh,
What's on Ghost Watchers?
Hold on. Let's 100. Start it over again.
You ain't got no. I said no. I know y'all heard the word rate. I said rate, not rape.
Okay.
Let's get it right with that. Now what? Rape don't. Hey, they try to rape me every day on the interweb. So shit.
Oh,
it ain't happening. But
you
no, what? Y'all can catch me out everywhere.
Better stop that.
Hang on, put this way. Y'all can catch me everywhere. Y'all go hit that dislike button on my channel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got to. Y'all do not have to rate. You do not have to comment. You do not have to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't even give a damn if you even watch my content.
Okay. Okay, man.
Next.
Live wire.
He's no blood. All right, move on to the next one.
Wow, Live Wire. Where can they find you at, bro?
Yo, you can find me on my channel. This is your boy Live Wire, aka the Dolphin King, aka Big Daddy, aka I say the man that sits on the throne. But man, this is a good week, man. We said a lot of good games, man. We got Far Cry 4K native on the Xbox, man. Yo, yeah, put my music on. That's what I like to hear. And the PS4, they doing I don't know. They're doing whatever them P's are.
No Nick Coney.
No Nick
Coney. Go buy that shit.
Yo, that's it.
Don't put it on a list. Get that shit, man. I'm finna get it.
Yo,
exactly, man.
The Jurassic Park game, man, that junk look fire. Anybody was talking junk about it, saying, what? We need another one of these. Look like Zoo Tycoon with dinosaurs. Well, damn right. And I'm getting that shit.
Okay. Okay, he's ranting. I mean, you should have came in here early to go on a rant.
Yeah, State of Decay 2, man. Stop talking about how much y'all hate Sea of Thieves. Nobody gives a shit. Just let's talk about some other games.
I damn sure don't. All right, man.
I'm tired of the tears and the crying. These dudes be on their menstrual for the last 7 weeks. Give it a rest.
Okay. All right. See, I'm trying to hurry it up, ladies. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Oh, they out.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they knew. They couldn't. They knew what was happening. Kaleidoscope. Where can they find you at?
Yo, everybody can find me on Twitter at DirectX-the. On Saturdays on the DirectX podcast minus the fraud. On Wednesdays at the Heroic Vibrations podcast. And of course, every Friday night here on GRG, man, where we bring gaming facts, yo. We breaks it down for people. Know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all vital information.
Love that. No doubt. All right, man. And then last but not least, man, our boy Triple Cup Chuck. What's up, man? Where can they find you at? What's going on?
Shit. Man, you know, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. You know, I was all the way up. I had jumped out the sky to be on this episode today. You know what I'm saying? I had to come down here. But look, you know what I'm saying? I was up there actually getting the Vibration podcast together. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do something special this Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? We got Savage Carter. He gonna do the Out with Your Head segment. And you know what I'm saying? He said he gonna have something real special. So y'all need to come out and check it out. And that's on Wednesday nights. You know what I'm saying? That's that Marvin and DC stuff. And right here on Friday nights and Saturday we're bound, and man, we be going crazy on the DX show, man. Y'all got to check it out, man. It's gonna be up. I'm with it. Let's go.
All right. So
word up.
Last but not least, it's your boy K Mega 405. Man, thank you guys for rocking out with us as always. We will see you next week. And man, you know what I'm saying? You guys, man, control Hebot, man. He gets pretty angry. He might get pretty angry, man. Slow it down real quick.
Okay, make it. Let me say something real quick. Okay, make it. Your boy Porter Rock made a video addressing something Keybot said. And
man,
like the thing that got me cracking up.
It's off air, right?
It's not off air.
Keep going, Live. I want to hear this.
No. We're gonna have to shut this down.
We're gonna have to shut it down anyway.
No. You say that.
They gotta come to the after party show to see this shit.
Yeah. This is the stuff on the Patreon. We'll be doing the after show on the Patreon. Anyway,
we're trying to get flagged up here.
Yeah, so anyway, man, we holler at you guys later. Go ahead, Live. Keep going. What was going on?
No, I was saying that